Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video, and today we have all of the information regarding Season 2 in Clash Royale, including a new arena, new Pass Royale rewards, a new tower skin, and the new balance changes coming as well. Balance changes will be in the second half of the video. I will have a timestamp on screen right now for when the balance changes are, if you're only interested in that information. But first, let's go ahead and cover the new Pass Royale and the new arena. So right here, guys, the new theme of Season 2 in Clash Royale is Shipwrecked. The new theme is Shipwrecked. The idea here is the boat that you were on in Season 1 has now crashed onto an island, and now you're shipwrecked, and you have this kind of like sandy, beachy, summery island for the new arena, and the new tower skin is a new sand castle tower skin to go in with the shipwrecked kind of theme. So as you can see, guys, here are the new rewards for Pass Royale for Season 2. Tower skin is right here at tier 30, as it always is. There's also a new emote as well, but unfortunately I can't see it right now on the dev build. But so new emote, guys, new tower skin, Season 2. Here is the new arena. It is an island arena, which I'll show you in battle in a moment, but it has palm trees, sand, water, all that stuff that the islands have, and pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead, guys, jump into a battle here, and I'll show you what the new island looks like. So right here is the new arena in action. It is, I think, a pretty cool arena. Very kind of summery and beachy. It's still a bit orange, I've noticed. I definitely like it a lot more than the boat arena previously. The boat arena was cool. Don't get me wrong. Boat arena was cool, but I found it to be a bit kind of hard on the eyes overall. It was very orange, very bright in your face. Very hard on the eyes overall. This one I find a bit easier on the eyes, but it still is quite a bit bright and a bit orange. Anyways, that's the new arena. You can also see the new tower skins in action here. The new sand castle tower skins. Both myself had them top and bottom there. But that is the new tower skin, guys, in action. Sand castle tower skin. When it dies, it has a bit of like a pile of sand with a shovel in it and a bucket. Pretty cool stuff. But you can also notice wall breakers spawning into the arena. There is a new game mode coming out in this Season 2 as well. The Wall Breaker Island Dash. Pretty similar to the Hog Race challenge, where you have wall breakers spawning into the arena every so often. And I gotta say, it's actually insane. The wall breakers do so much damage. They have a huge splash radius. And I really think that this challenge might make people appreciate the wall breakers a little bit more, which might have been their intent with the challenge overall. But they are absolutely insane. Like, you can get up to 6 wall breakers spawning at a time, I think, when you hit double elixir period, and it gets absolutely crazy. So anyways, that is the new arena, guys. That is the new tower skin, sand castle tower skin, new island arena. And overall, that is the end of the kind of Season 2 theme stuff for Pass Royale and the new arena. So let's go ahead, guys, dive into the balance changes now in a brief moment. So I have this website pulled up over here. You guys might recognize it. It is Royale API. And let's go ahead, guys, talk about the balance changes first. We have 6 cards being changed in the August, I guess, balance update coming up here soon. The first card is going to be a buff for a much anticipated card, and that is the Magic Archer. I'm trying to find it right here. Magic Archer right here, guys. Let's go by use rate, first of all. This is a Royale API. So Magic Archer is finally getting a buff, and finally, I think, coming back into the meta. It is getting 16% more damage, which is huge. But at the same time, it'll have a slightly slower attack speed, going from 1 second to 1.1 second. Overall, I think a pretty good damage increase. And it'll now be able to one-shot a Spear Goblin, whereas before it took 2, which is a pretty important interaction change when it comes to taking care of swarm decks. So overall, Magic Archer, I think we'll be back into the meta. Really, really happy with that change overall. The next card, guys, on the balance update here is a buff for the Fisherman. The Fisherman is getting a range increase from 6.5 tiles to 7 tiles. And it's also getting a health increase of 10%. So 10% more health and 0.5 half tile longer hook range. All right. So that is it for the Fisherman. Now, I'll save all my opinions for the end of the video. I'll kind of give you the information first. Fisherman buff, Magic Archer buff. The third card on the balance update, guys, right here is a nerf for the Lumberjack. Hit speed being decreased from 0.7 seconds to 0.8 seconds. So overall, a very, very kind of slight slower attack speed and a slight DPS decrease. The fourth card on the balance list here is a nerf for the Barbarian Barrel. And man, oh man, this is a huge, huge, huge nerf. The damage of Barbarian Barrel is being decreased by 15%, which means it'll no longer kill Princess, Dark Goblin, or Rascal Girls. And that is a huge interaction change, and I dare say a card-breaking nerf. I don't know, man. That's a pretty big one. But anyways, the fifth change here is kind of like a bug fix, I guess. Apparently, the Valkyrie has been has had a longer range than she should have had for a while now. Valkyrie's right here, guys. They're kind of fixing her range. Apparently, she had a longer one than she was supposed to. It is going from 1.9 tile range to the proper 1.2 tile where it should have been. So all of this month in July, she's been hitting half a tile range longer than she should have been, which is a significant change, right? That bug fix will end up being a pretty big nerf for the Valkyrie. So definitely interested to see how that one plays out. And then the sixth and final change on this list, I'm going to give you guys a brief moment to guess what it is before I tell you what it is, because it's an interesting one. And I'll just say that out of all of these cards here, all of these cards, you guys, in Clash Royale, if you had to guess one more card to be changed in this balance update, what would your guess be? I'll give you 1 second to answer. The answer is a nerf for the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. of all cards is getting a nerf. Now, the P.E.K.K.A.'s health is being decreased by a whopping 9.5%. Almost a 10% health decrease for that P.E.K.K.A. Now, to compensate, her range is going from melee short to melee long. So she will have a bit of a longer attack range, which I don't know how much that matters anyways, because she always had that bug where if a Hog Rider was running away from her, she would still just attack anyways. So I'm not too sure how much that'll change with the range, but yeah, almost a 10% health decrease for that P.E.K.K.A. So that is the end. All 6 cards of the August balance update. We have a buff for Magic Archer, a buff for Fisherman, a nerf for Lumberjack, a nerf for Barbarian Barrel, a nerf for Valkyrie, and a nerf for P.E.K.K.A. So overall, I think the Magic Archer change is a great one. We've been asking for Magic Archer buffs for a while now, and we finally got it. Being able to one-shot Spear Goblins in one shot, I think, is a really, really good change overall. And I'm excited to see the Magic Archer hopefully come back into the meta. The Fisherman change is an interesting one. I don't know if it is enough. I really, really don't think it is, but I've been wrong before. But half a tile longer hook range and 10% more health. So it'll now be able to survive a lightning spell and still survive. Whereas before it would die to a lightning spell. So that's a pretty big interaction change. It is a 4 elixir kind of ranged melee support unit that will survive lightning spell. But overall, I just don't think it's enough. A longer range, more health. I would have honestly preferred seeing a faster hook speed overall and maybe impact damage or something along those lines. But we'll kind of see how it goes. We'll kind of see how it goes with the Fisherman. Hopefully it's enough, but I'm a bit hesitant to say that it will be. The next change, guys, Lumberjack change. I'm a huge fan of this change. I think it's perfect. I think it's exactly what the card needed. So I think they did a great job with the Lumberjack change over here. Just a very kind of slight reduction in attack speed to make other kind of damage option cards more competitive. However, the Barbarian Barrel change, man, oh man, that's a huge nerf. You can't kill Princess with Barbarian Barrel. You can't kill Dark Goblin. You can't kill Rascal Girls. Why would you ever want to use Barbarian Barrel then, right? That's what it's used for. I don't know. Obviously, you can still kill Skeletons, Goblin Gang, Goblin Barrel. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think this nerf will kill the card. I really, really fear that Barbarian Barrel will be dead after the August balance update, which to me is very surprising because over the past like 6 months or so, they've been kind of like doing these tiny nerfs, these tiny tweaks to get Barbarian Barrel to kind of nerf it without killing it. And now we have the big one, the big damage reduction, can't kill Princess, Dark Goblin, or Rascal Girls. Basically anything that you bring a log for, you can't kill now with Barbarian Barrel. So, I don't know. Let me know if you guys think I'm crazy. But I definitely think Barbarian Barrel is rest in peace. Obviously, log will be more popular after the update. But yeah, that's Barbarian Barrel, guys. It's dead. Or I think it'll be dead at least. And then the other change here, Valkyrie, obviously it's a bug fix, so it had to be changed. You know, her range being at 1.9 tile was way too big. So it is a bug fix. However, it's a pretty big one. Half a tile shorter range is huge. So I definitely suspect we might be seeing a buff for Valkyrie to compensate for that bug fix at some point in the future. But the last change here, guys, is the P.E.K.K.A. And I don't even know where to get started with this one. Like, where did P.E.K.K.A. come from? I honestly didn't think P.E.K.K.A. was a problem at all. Like, if you would have asked me, you know, cards that I think were perfectly fine, I probably would have had P.E.K.K.A. on my list as being perfectly balanced. This one came out of nowhere for me and is one of the biggest surprise balances that I've seen this year. I am extremely surprised to see P.E.K.K.A. changed. Almost 10% lower health. She does get a bit of a longer attack range, but like I said before, guys, she always had that bug where if a unit was leaving her attack range, she would still finish her attack anyways. So, I don't know, man. I think, like, right now, the P.E.K.K.A. has a 15% use rate and a 48% win rate. Like, her win rate is already below 50%. I mean, this is according to Royale API, by the way, in Grand Challenges past 7 days. And these numbers aren't 100% accurate. Just keep that in mind. But I just don't think the P.E.K.K.A. win rate was a problem at all to warrant almost a 10% health decrease. Like, to me, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, if I would have told you guys any of these cards here were getting nerfed, how many of you guys would have actually guessed P.E.K.K.A., right? Like, Dark Prince has a 19% use rate, 56% win rate. Baby Dragon, 31% use rate. 31. 1/3 of all decks in Clash Royale use a Baby Dragon. 50% win rate, no change. Bats, 24% use rate, 53% win rate, no change. Obviously, Barbarian Barrel is getting killed. We know that already. Snowball still very, very strong. But P.E.K.K.A., man, oh man, P.E.K.K.A. Anyways, I've mentioned enough, but I'm just sad. I thought P.E.K.K.A. was a really, really cool card, and I hope it isn't dead, but I fear it might be. We'll kind of see how it goes. I don't know, man. I honestly feel like this is one of those changes that 2 months from now, we'll see a buff for P.E.K.K.A., right? It reminds me of when they nerfed Giant health by 2%. It was just kind of like, hey, Giant's getting health decreased by 2%. It was just like, where'd that come from? Like, Giant was balanced. I don't know. I just feel like I hope that if it is too strong of a nerf, I hope they rebuff it like soon. I feel like sometimes if a card gets over nerfed, it might just kind of just sit there and be ignored for a while, which I fear for P.E.K.K.A. But I do feel like it's one of those changes that, you know, we'll just see it being undone or kind of like half undone in a couple months' time. I don't know. I just don't think P.E.K.K.A. was a problem. I mean, they recently nerfed Inferno Tower, right? And then they're nerfing P.E.K.K.A. now, which makes me kind of just worry a little bit about like beatdown decks, Golem especially. If you nerf the 2 like heaviest hitting cards, I don't know. That's a bit surprising to me. So that is the overall my overall thoughts on all the cards that were changed. Overall, 6 cards were changed. I'm surprised that some of these cards on this list aren't being changed, aka Baby Dragon, Bats, cards down here. There's no, Barb Hut change. There's no Wallbreaker change. There's no Recruit change. There's no Zappies change. So there's a lot of cards down here near the bottom of the list that just weren't touched, which I think, I don't know. They need some love down here, guys. I call this the card graveyard down here. And they need some love. Anyways, that is the balance update, guys. That is all the balance changes. Let me know what you think of the balance changes. Are you happy with them? Are you upset with any changes in particular? And were you hoping for more? If they missed a card that you wanted to see change, what card did they miss? What would have you had in the balance changes? But that is near the end of the video, guys. We have, in summary, basically new season, season 2, Shipwrecked, new Island Arena, new Sandcastle Tower skin, different kind of reward layout overall for the rewards in here. And yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you think of Season 2 Clash Royale. Are you excited? I am, for the new arena, the new tower skin, and balance changes. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my Clash Royale content. Thank you so much for watching. We shall see you in the next one.